baby for the first time. That tiny, grainy image on the screen and the soft, racing heartbeat just make you fall in love. And months later, when you cradle the fragile little bundle, you're flooded with feelings of exhaustion, relief, and an overwhelming desire to protect. We would do anything for our children. We work around the clock to provide shelter, to feed and clothe them. We puree and mash, and then patiently clear the pureed mash off the floor. We celebrate first steps, first words, and bore our friends with endless photos. We smile as our well-ordered homes are transformed by a rainbow of chaos. And when it comes to getting the best education for our child, we do whatever it takes. Some people move house, some find religion, others pay exorbitant school fees. We go without so that they can have. But are we really prepared to do anything to give our children what they need? What about time with Dad? Children, parents, and the economy all benefit when dads play a full role in their children's lives. Yet the Fatherhood Institute found that in the UK, for every hour that women spend caring for children, men spend just 24 minutes. That is the lowest in the developed world. And in no country, anywhere, is childcare divided equally between men and women. Now, I'm hugely in awe of what single parents do, even more so anytime my husband's away, and I'm reminded that for some people, that huge sole responsibility is constant. But where there are two parents, whether it's two mums, two dads, or one of each, both parents have an important role to play in their child's life. Every family is different, but let me show you why, as a society, we need to do three things differently. Fathers need to spend more time with their children, mothers need to give them the time and space to do so, and all of us need to make that easier. When I was a minister, my proudest achievement was winning the battles in government to change the law and introduce shared parental leave, letting fathers as well as mothers spend time bonding with their babies in those vital early weeks and months. But the OECD found that 1 in 5 British fathers takes no leave at all when their baby is born. And the government research that we did found that while more than half of men thought that shared parental leave would be good for their family, many were concerned about the impact on their career. Well, I have some sympathy with that. After all, 54,000 women a year in this country lose their jobs as a result of pregnancy and maternity discrimination. 54,000. And this is what happens to the gender pay gap after a woman has her first child. So, I get it. I understand why men are worried about the impact on their career. But are they really okay with this impact on the career of the woman that they love? When more men take parental leave, it will help to reshape the workplace to be more accommodating for all parents and carers. Children whose fathers are heavily involved in parenting develop better social and language skills, they have better mental health, and they do better at school too. Paternal involvement is a better predictor of academic achievement than income. Let me say that again. Being a hands-on dad does more for your child's educational success than how much you earn. And it's good for men themselves. Fathers who are close to their children are happier, healthier, more productive at work, and even live longer. And all of the robust research to back this up is collated in the State of the World's Fathers report. You can find all the links on my website. Now, last Christmas, we spent a lot of time with family, and that meant that our 2-year-old son was playing with his older cousins, and he extended his vocabulary. His favorite new word that he learned that holiday was mine, usually accompanied by snatching a toy. It's not easy to teach children to share. But the government research found that 1 in 5 women said they wouldn't even consider sharing their maternity leave with their partner. Women need to learn to share parenting too. Breastfeeding aside, all the academic research suggests there is no biological difference between the way men and women can be capable of caring, nurturing, and being excellent parents. Instead of mother knows best, actually, it's more like practice makes perfect. So as women, we need to give men the space and time alone to bond with baby, and crucially, without telling them that they're doing it all wrong or rolling our eyes at the choices that they make. And the benefits are significant, both now and for future generations. Men who take parental leave are more involved in caregiving months later, including in the middle of the night. And where dads are more equally involved in caregiving, boys grow up more positive about gender equality, girls feel more empowered, and there are lower rates of violence against children. Now, some people say that they would love to share care more equally, but they can't afford it. And money is absolutely an issue. And that's why the government has a role. The government needs to provide more parental leave dedicated for dads and ensure that leave is better paid for both men and women. And employers should stop treating men like second-class employees and start enhancing parental pay for dads in the same way that they enhance maternity pay for mums. We need a cultural change to start seeing flexible working as the norm, whether you're a man or woman, whether you have children or not. Because the truth is, we can't afford as a society not to do this. If women participated in the labour market equally with men, the OECD predicts that growth would increase by 12% over the next 20 years. That's on top of the better outcomes for children and less violence. We all have a role to play in stopping the stereotypes. You know, the patronising comments for the men out and about with their baby. Are you babysitting today then? As if it's even possible to babysit your own child. Or the mother and baby clubs that can feel so unwelcoming to many fathers. Or the nurseries, the schools, the health services that automatically see mum as the first point of contact. In all of our conversations with friends and family, at home and at work, we can challenge the assumption that parenting is for mothers. The benefits of involved fatherhood are significant for individuals, for families, for the economy, and for society. We say we would do anything for our children. So let's do something really special. By enabling dads to spend more time with their children, we will create a less violent society and a more vibrant economy, where children and parents are happier and healthier, where gender equality is promoted and boys and girls alike feel empowered. So let's do it. Let's celebrate fathers and make the time for dads to be dads.